and welcome to the Cosplay Kitchen. Today on the Cosplay Kitchen, ninjas. What do ninjas eat, you may ask? Well, according to my research, lots of soy, rice, and fish. Now, since ninjas had to be very secretive, they tended to shy away from foods that would give off an odor, such as garlic, spicy things, onions, etc. But that would be kind of boring for a cooking show. So, we'll be making spicy dishes that only the bravest ninja would dare to try. Today on our menu, spicy grilled tofu, a sriracha pan-fried noodle, and to cool us down after all that, a refreshing blueberry saketini. Let's get started. For this recipe, you'll need 14 ounces of extra firm tofu, half a cup of sweet chili sauce, 2 tablespoons of chili puree with garlic, and a splash of soy sauce. In a large bowl, combine the chili sauce, the soy sauce, and the chili puree. Place that aside, and now we'll chop our tofu. Cut the tofu into 1-inch cubes. Like so. Then, add your tofu to your chili mixture. Make sure you coat them evenly and let marinate for about half an hour. While the tofu's marinating, we'll get ready for our sriracha pan-fried noodle. You'll need 1 package of instant ramen, a tablespoon of beef base, and of course, sriracha. Boil the ramen for a little under 2 minutes, just enough that the noodles begin to separate. Then, pour the whole thing into a strainer like you would spaghetti. And don't use the seasoning packet. You'll wind up with something like this. Let's go back to our tofu while that's drying. Add a little bit of olive oil. Next, add your tofu. Be careful not to overcrowd your pan. We want to sear the tofu, not steam it. As you can see, there's tons of marinade left over in the bowl. Don't worry, we're going to use that to marinate the tofu as we're grilling it. About 7 to 8 minutes on each side is typically good. After you've flipped your tofu, go ahead and baste with a little bit of the leftover marinade. Once your tofu is as golden brown as scientifically possible, remove it from the heat and set it aside. Onto the pan-fried noodle. Heat up a non-stick frying pan to medium-high heat. Add about 3 tablespoons of olive oil. While your pan is heating, in a small bowl, add your beef base and as much sriracha as you dare. Add about 8 ounces of hot water and stir together, then set aside. Now that our pan is nice and hot, we'll add our noodle. We should hear a loud pch sound when we put it in. Just like so. We're going to let the ramen cook for about 5 minutes on this side before we flip it over. Whatever you do, don't break it apart. We want a nice solid piece, especially for presentation. Time to flip. If you're not quite that ninja yet, a spatula works great too. Once your noodle is finished on both sides, turn your heat down to medium and add some of your sriracha mixture. Let the mixture cook down till it's almost gone, and then flip one more time. Add a little bit more of your sriracha mixture, and wait for that to cook out as well. Once the last of the sriracha mixture is cooked out, slide your noodle onto a plate. Turn off the heat, and set it aside. Finally, we'll be making our blueberry saketini. You'll need carbonated water, a cocktail shaker full of ice, 4 ounces of fine sake, half an ounce of grenadine, and 1 ounce of blueberry syrup. Combine everything but the carbonated water in a cocktail shaker. My husband always told me this Goku shot glass would come in handy one day. Shake vigorously. Now that that's over, and finally, pour half into a martini glass. Add a splash of carbonated water. And garnish with a blueberry if you feel so inclined. And that's all there is to it. As you can see, I garnished with fresh green onions. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Cosplay Kitchen. And remember, you never saw me.
I got a new cosplay girlfriend. She's fun and she's better than you. Feels like my whole life's a whirlwind. Every time I see her, she's always somebody new.
Super Saiyan Goku shot glasses. 1 minute to make the drink, 12 episodes to power up.
A whirlwind, she knows just who she wants to be.